Friends, we start with our game of the week. The Clinton Arrows on the road are looking to get back in the win column after 2 back-to-back losses, facing the Terry Bulldogs. Plus, the Lanier Bulldogs remain undefeated as they go on the road to take on Richland. And East Rankin goes head-to-head against MRA. All the action and big plays start now. Welcome into week 6 of the Blitz alongside Carlos Garcia. I'm Marissa Stubbs. Listen, Carlos, we're just coasting through the season.
Absolutely, and there's plenty of games tonight. We're just going to hop right into it. Let's start in Terry for our game of the week between the Clinton Arrows and the Terry Bulldogs. It's a battle between 2-3 Clinton and undefeated Terry. An honorary guest, it was District Attorney Jody Owens was in attendance, and Breast Cancer Awareness Month saw pink everywhere, including the officials' flags. All right, let's start on Clinton's first drive. Jaden Jones hits Jaden Johnson in the corner of the end zone for the Jaden connection, and Clinton strikes first. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Clinton fakes it, kicks the onside. That one's bobbled around, and guess what? The Arrows recover it. So they're going to have great field position, and they're going to make Terry pay with that. Eric Beasley is going to walk right in for another Arrow score. So we don't see Terry's offense until they're in a 14-point hole. But Rondé Baker, he's going to put his head down and put his team on the board, and he's going to show love to our Cameron. Man, shout out Rondé. But on Terry's next drive, Justin Singleton, he's going to jump this route and intercepts Brady Busby to flip the field. And at this point, Clinton is continuing to pour it on. Jacoby Williams, he'll find pay dirt for the Arrows, and if that wasn't nice, how about twice? Williams again, and this one was all Arrows as they come into Terry and walk the Bulldogs by a final score of 42-7. And after the game, Clinton head coach John Carr spoke about what this win meant for his team.
I'm just proud that we were able to refocus and get ready for this week, and we preach that every week that once, try to go 1-0 that week, and for us to come in Terry and do that on their field tonight, I think speaks volumes for our players, and really proud of their effort tonight.
Okay, and now let's take one more look at the final score of this game. As you see, Clinton Arrows just made a statement tonight. 42-7 was the final.
All right, now we'll go over to Lanier taking on Richland.
Yeah, that's right, Carlos. The Bulldogs still undefeated, and they were looking to keep that win streak going. So we picked this one up in the third. Lanier up 32-0, and the defense makes a big stop here. And then the Bulldogs take over, and Kelly put on some skates. He's going to run to his right before getting knocked out of bounds. But on the next play is where the Bulldogs would find the end zone. That's Kelly again as the Bulldogs go up 39-0 after this touchdown. Now, the Richland Rangers found success in the run game, but guess what? It wasn't enough to come back. Bulldogs will win this one 46-0.
The Pisgah Dragons left their cave and are now in the den of the Raleigh Lions. Both teams coming in undefeated, but this is going to end in dramatic fashion. First quarter, the Lions already up 6-0. Raleigh's quarterback, feeling prideful, tosses up a lob to his receiver. It's caught, and he's going to blow past his defender 80 yards to the crib for the score. And then on the 2-point conversion, after throwing it, the quarterback's going to use his legs, the keeper, and that's good. 14-0 for the Lions. The Dragons have a chance to get on the board. This one's picked off. It's going all the way back. Look at that man go, but hold on. The penalty called that back. As you see, normally yellow flags, but this month pink. They're going to fly, but it doesn't matter. A few plays later, handing off the rock, the running back, using his lion speed, and he's practically untouched right into the end zone. Raleigh goes on to win this one 28-0.
And now we go over to Holmes County on the road facing off against Murrah. Now we know how dominant the Murrah Mustangs team is, but right here, Holmes County QB, he's going to throw the ball to number 5, and this one got intercepted in the air by the Murrah team. So, hey, Holmes QB, why don't you say he gives it a try? He's going to throw this one to number 5, who it advances, but in a while you're going to see he is brought down by the defense. Now, Holmes QB tries again. He throws this one. And listen, this one would advance as well, and that one would be good for a touchdown. As you see, Holmes County and Murrah, close game, but Murrah came out with a 48-45 win.
All right, we got more football on the way. We'll see what the MAIS teams have in store for us. More on the Blitz coming up next.
All right, welcome back to the Blitz, everyone. We continue with all of the action.
Yeah, that's right, Marissa. Let's check out the first game that we have. Bayou Academy taking on Central Hines. The 4-2 Central Hines Academy Cougars hosting the 3-4 Bayou Academy Colts, but defense stepped up big in this game. It's Cougars Jay Schuff going down on the sack there, and on the next play, an errant snap snapped out of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety, putting the Colts up 2-0, and defense rules this game. The Bayou Colts win this one 16-0.
All right, now let's go over to the 1-5 Clinton Christian Warriors, who trailed to the 3-4 Columbia Academy Cougars 19-0 in the third quarter. You see the Cougars defense stopped the Warriors on a third down run, and then on the next play, Ethan Stringer, he's gonna pick off a Warriors pass, and you're gonna see Stringer tries to run this one back before being brought down. But hey, 2 plays later, that's Logan Buckley. He scores again for the Cougars as they go up 26-0, and they would then win it 40-0. So a tough night for Clinton Christian.
It's the Battle of the Patriots as the 5-1 MRA Pats hosted 2-5 East Rankin. We'll start in the first quarter. MRA quarterback Sam Stockett throws a quick pass to the outside. Case Thomas dancing his way down the sideline, and he'll walk it in for 6. MRA up 30-0 over East Rankin at this point in the second quarter. Stockett unloads a dime to where only Holt Adams could take this one in for 6. So MRA leads 37-0 now, and they would not take their foot off the gas. They improved to 6-1 on the season with a 44-14 win over East Rankin. And the 7-0 Hartfield Hawks squared off against the Oak Forest Yellow Jackets. We'll pick things up in the second. It's Oak Forest quarterback Cole Covington taking a lick from that Hartfield D-line, but no problem. Uncorks a 60-yard missile to Cole Perkins for 6. Hartfield leads 28-6. And in the very next drive, Hartfield answers with a jet sweep to Kenzie West. He jukes out a couple defenders and blazes past everyone else, seeing that red end zone. Hartfield leads 35-6 at that point, and they would win 56-6 over Oak Forest.
Let's go ahead and check out Madison St. Joseph on the road taking on Jackson Academy. So Amarion Ellis got the scoring started with this 39-yard burst as JA goes up 7-0. And then, hey, Darion Albert, he gets a 25-yard pick six to give JA a 2-score advantage. It's now 14-0. And hey, next up we see Pruitt James finds John Thomas on a 4th down conversion for a 46-yard touchdown. JA leads this one 21-0. Ashton Blackman picked up a 7-yard touchdown run to keep the lead going 28-0 JA. So then Ellis ran through traffic for a 35-yard score. This game is 35-7. And then it was John Thomas again hauling in a long pass from Pruitt James and then having it knocked out by Taylor Moffitt before scooping it up and running it in to cap the first half scoring. JA led 42-7, but they would win this one 56-7.
It's a battle of the undefeated. It's Jackson Prep and West Jones coming in at 5-0 on the season. Prep trying to even up the series after getting blown out last year. We'll jump ahead to the third quarter. Parker Puckett passes to Garner Young, spins past 1 and 2 defenders. Looking like a washing machine, throwing everyone off, gets a tough 8 yards for Prep to be set up nicely in the red zone. And 2 plays later, Puckett sets up the offense in the wishbone formation. Major Quinn takes the handoff in for 6. They lead big, 42-0 over West Jones. And now, fourth quarter, it's Elijah Jones Crosby takes the direct snap and knives through the defense for 6. 58-yard touchdown run, but that wouldn't do it as Prep wins in dominant fashion 42-7 against West Jones, who had their number last year.
All right, Carlos, why don't you say let's take a look at some other scores from tonight. So we have McGee, who faced off against Crystal Springs. McGee came away with a 47-6 win.
And some of the other games in the area, Forest and Mendenhall, the Bearcats getting the win in a low-scoring affair, 13-0.
See who we have up next. So we have the Germantown Mavericks, who just blew out the Gentry Rams. 49-0 was the final. And up next, we step away from the football field to highlight this week's Blitz 16 Player of the Week winners. Stay with us. More of the Blitz is on the way.
Way was shot like Alrighty, welcome back to the Blitz. Another week of high school football means another winner of our Blitz 16 Player of the Week award. Congratulations to Velma Jackson, senior running back and defensive end Tyshawn Willis, on being the recipient of this week's award. Tyshawn had 151 yards and 2 touchdowns on only 4 carries in last week's win. Willis was congratulated by a packed crowd and spoke out about what the award means to him.
You know, it means a lot, and I thank everybody for voting for me. I thank the community, my uncles, my classmates. I appreciate all y'all, man.
Tyshawn will also play in Starkville next year, as he's committed to play for Jeff Lebby and the Bulldogs. And having that type of talent on head coach Quentin Ewell's squad makes the job that much easier.
For us to have a player like that is extremely big. You know, it's motivating for the rest of our kids to know that being at a smaller school that, you know, hey, you have a Division I SEC commit at our program. So.
All right, and another week of football means we need another winner. Here's how to nominate the next player of the week. In an email, send Marissa and myself the player's name, classification, school, position, and stats from their game. As you can see, our emails are on the screen there. You have until Sunday at 4 p.m. to submit the nominee, and the nominees will be announced during Sunday's 5:30 newscast. The voting window opens on WAPT.com after the nominees are revealed at 5:30 on Sundays. And the voting window closes Wednesday at noon. All right, after the break, we'll go back out to the football field for more highlights. More of the Blitz on the way.
Welcome back to the Blitz. We continue with all of our action, but before we do, our player of the week, Tyshawn Willis. I mean, just a standout player all around.
I mean, you saw it, committed at MSU. He's going to be playing SEC ball next year. This is a kid that, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a tall guy, but standing next to me, I mean, he looks like he's 7 feet tall.
I know, and just speaking of Mississippi State, they're going to need him for sure on the defensive end. I mean, we're looking at State now, and they're going to need a lot of help. So hopefully he can come in that program and change it around.
I mean, his head coach says that they can't. I mean, you saw 151 yards on only 4 carries. Yeah. His head coach said that they can't give him more carries because he does it all.
I
know. He plays on the defensive and offensive end. They'll wear him out by like game 5, game 6.
And playing both sides of the ball, Carlos, I mean, the athletes talk about it all the time. It's tiring. So the fact that he can play at that high level is just amazing to watch.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now we take a look at Hancock on the road taking on Florence.
And right off the bat, Florence got the scoring going early as wide receiver Keegan Cooper takes it in. And then Hancock looking to answer back, and the QB keeps it and run past the defenders and into the end zone to cut the deficit to 14-7. On the next drive, Eagles will look to throw this ball, but you're going to see it would fall incomplete. So it was a close game, but the Eagles would escape with a 35-34 win. And now we go over to Jim Hill taking on Provine. So right here we pick it up. Jim Hill, QB number 2, he hands the ball off to Marlon Williams, who scores a touchdown. And you're going to see he just goes all the way in. And now on the next play, you're going to see Jim Hill, QB, well, he's looking to throw again. And this pass to Davion Hoskins, you're going to see we're a little bit behind, but Davion Hoskins would catch it, and then he would advance, but he would eventually get brought down. Okay, here we go right here. Haskins has the ball, and then the defense comes up big to make the stop. But Provine now takes over, and you're going to eventually see Cedarius Knight. He runs with the ball to advance, but hey, the defense says, we're going to bring you down right here and right now. So listen, Cedarius would run with the ball trying to get more yards, but he gets tackled. Provine QB Cedarius Knight then throws long to Kylan Dunson, and you see Provine would come out with the 28-24 win.
Velma Jackson faced FO for their homecoming game, and they dominated right out the gate. QB Demontre Strange to running back Tristan Williams for the touchdown, tight-roping it down the sideline. And the Falcons continue to dominate on defense as well. A fumble recovery, and you know him. We just talked about him. Tyshawn Willis, our player of the week, stumbling and rumbling into the end zone for another Falcon touchdown. And on offense, they pick up right where they left off. Strange to Travian Blackman for another touchdown. And Williams couldn't get enough. He scores another touchdown for the Falcons. Velma Jackson takes the win, 48-0. All right, it's Pelahatchie and the Indians versus the Saints of St. Andrews. At the half, St. Andrews led 24-7, but coming into the third quarter, Pelahatchie came back with a touchdown. It's quarterback Tadarius Collier, and the Chiefs continuing their stride. The 2-point conversion is good after Collier calls his own number. That lead cut down to 9. And running back Ethan Butley determined to cut it down even further. They're chipping away, but that's just not enough to stop the Saints. Sergeant Moriarty intercepts the ball. St. Andrews takes the win, 24-15.
And once again, let's check out some other high school scores. Finals from tonight. Oh, we have a close one. The Lamar Raiders beat Copiah Colonels 28-27.
All right, Marissa, another close one here. Jefferson Davis County squeaks out a 34-32 win over Seminary.
And let's see who we have up next. Who we got? Yazoo taking on Humphreys County, but the Cowboys came out with a 34-28 win. And now let's get ready for the best plays of the night, the high five, the top 5 plays of the night. You already know that's coming up next right here on The Blitz.
Go, Eagle, go! Go, Eagle, go! Go, Eagle, go!
Just like that, we are back. A lot of action tonight. Great matchups as always, Carlos. We're going into week 7 next week. I mean, the game that I would say highlighted or stuck out to me the most was that Florence game. The final was 35-34, but Florence got the scoring going early, and then from then on, Hancock just battled back.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about it every week, but the game of the week, I mean, I'm just bringing the tidbits that you guys don't see at home. You know, Clinton coming into this one 2-3, but their 2 wins came against some of the best teams in the state, Warren Central and Brandon. So they know that they can compete with some of the top dogs, no pun intended.
For sure.
After taking down Terry tonight, the Bulldogs, they just came in, absolutely steamrolled them. They walked the dog.
Yeah, and after that, hey, it's time to check out the best plays we saw tonight.
Oh yeah, it's time for the high five, the top 5 plays of the night. Here we go.
All right, so up first we have Columbia Academy. Ethan Stringer, what does he do? He picks off a Warrior pass. They say defense wins championships, and guess what? Y'all know it wins games as well.
All right, number 4, it's DeMontre Strange, the quarterback, throwing it short to Tristan Williams, and he's gonna just step over a defender, blow past another tightrope down the sideline in for 6.
Okay, let's see who we got for number 3. We start back in the 4th as Wes Jones is in the power I formation as a running back. Elijah Jones-Crosby takes a direct snap as he knives through the defense for 6, a 53-yard touchdown run.
Plenty of big plays. All right, number 2 now. It's Oak Forest quarterback Cole Covington stepping back. He gets hit as he throws, but unloads a bomb. 60 yards to Carl Perkins for 6. Team first, body second for that young man.
Okay, and let's check out number 1. So we have Raleigh's quarterback, J.J. McCullum. What does he do? He's airing this one out to his receiver, Mr. Clark, for an 80-yard touchdown. First of all, great job by our cameraman. And then the Lions going on to win 6-0 after the win. So, I mean, just once again, Carlos, another week, great football. I don't know how we make this up. This blitz has just been great so far.
It's a blitz, you know, we're coming at you from different directions, you know, all different plays. I mean, you saw that on that number 1 play. That's hard. Shout out to our cameraman, whoever that was. Getting the ball in the air, getting that angle, that's tough.
Right, a few teams still undefeated. One I can recall off the top of my head is the Lanier Bulldogs. I mean, just a complete turnaround from last year. Bulldogs really getting it going. Any team sticking out to you?
Yeah, I mean, again, I got to talk about Clinton, the Arrows. I mean, on paper, 3-3, the record doesn't look too good.
And they were 1-9 last year.
I know, and guess who their only win was against?
What?
Terry.
Wow, so
they got
that was
their
definitely
number.
redemption. Yeah, redemption coming into tonight. I mean, the Clinton Arrows, you can't say enough about them, especially under first-year head coach John Carr. He's doing a great job with that program. But hey, another week is in the book of Blitz. Listen, we got week 7, like I said, coming up next. Remember, tomorrow you can catch Joe Cook right here for 4th and goal. Please don't miss it. We got some great matchups happening in college football. We're going to see if Ole Miss can bounce back to that loss from Kentucky. They're playing South Carolina.
Absolutely, and don't remember to make sure next Friday you tune in for more Blitz 16. Marissa and I will be back here in studio bringing you some of the best from the high school football games around the area.
Yeah, we will. All right, we'll see you next week. Remember to stay safe.